It's a lovely title stream we've got. Yeah. Internet went, but we're back now. So, yeah, just gonna need to get in the lobby and then hopefully we haven't missed too much happening. Because as far as I'm aware, the rain is still, should still be falling, hopefully. But, we'll see. Hopefully it'll let me watch it okay. Hello to people coming back. Internet went on lap 4. From what I could tell, Millix actually did fall down to P4. He was second, then he disappeared and went to P4, and then everyone was jumping about the place. But now Millix is in third place because we've gone to dry, so we've missed the whole rain stopping period. And well, we've got some people on different tyres now, so let's have a little look and see what we've got. We've still got Calcus in the lead, but in Narnia, Blunt's a bit behind him. He's now up to second. Millix third. Connor fourth. Now these three are on mediums while Calcus on the hards. Dario and Surface on hards as well as Doan. Ben Gallagher on mediums. Pirate on the hards. Skinner and Clorvo on mediums. Baby Shark and CLP on the hards. So we've got a pretty much 50-50 split then on the tyres. Interesting. So we'll see who's actually got a chance to get into the end. Whether it be the hard runners or the medium runners. Certainly feels like it'll be the hard runners, but if the medium runners can get there with some pace, then they'll be in for a good time. Unfortunately, I missed the whole crossover point, so we must have DC'd just as the rain was stopping, and that really frustrates me. So I'm sorry about that. I couldn't really do much about it. The internet went on me. Let me know if you're in the stream if it's still working okay now. I'm hoping it is. But you've got to let me know if it is, or well, more importantly, let me know if it isn't, because I can't really check it properly. But yeah, Millix is behind Blunts then, so he must have actually fell behind. What happened to Surface then? Did he have to change his front winder or something, or like, were any penalties or anything given? I don't really know if I can check what happened, but Dario's got a penalty. That's something to note. Dario has got a 5-second time penalty for speeding, so that is something to note. And I will do that. Look at that, he's got a wee pink trim on his helmet there, is Millix. Cute. Anyway, sorry, he has got DRS on his rival, Blunt, ahead of him. The man in the pink car. And yeah, they are catching Calcus. I'd be very surprised if these tyres can go, well, how many laps are they expecting them to go? Can't count. 23 laps. They're expecting them to go 23 laps. Can they do that? I don't think they can, honestly, but we'll see. Or maybe they'll just do a pit for the softs at the end. That's also an option. Certainly the hard runners, they can go to the end, right? So they should be all Gucci. But it's whether they'll have the pace. Because it's a long track, this. And so if you're struggling with sort of wearing tyres in these fast, winding corners, then you're going to feel it and you're going to lose some time. And they're already losing time. I mean, he's losing about half a second on this current lap, his Calcus. So you can imagine that when he's on like 20 lap old tyres and the guys behind are on brand spanking new softs, it could be quite close, this. Because I assume that's what they're doing, because I don't think they'll get mediums to the end, and quite frankly, actually, it wouldn't make much sense to be on the mediums at the minute. When you sort of think about it, it doesn't make really much sense if you can just put hards on. But anyway, let me stop trying to be clever and just watch it, and we'll see what happens. Because we have got a pretty interesting fight for second place that's about to start, I hope, at some point. As Millix has the fastest lap. Of course, you'd expect that really with his DRS capabilities, wouldn't you? As Connor now says, so you wouldn't expect that. Maybe he'll have some pace later on in his Rocket Williams. That must be the smallest lock-up I've ever heard in my entire life there from Milix as he tries to catch up. They're rather similar on the ERS side of things. They're sort of stuck catching as well at a consistent rate. You'd expect maybe for this section that Blunt would catch a bit more on Calkers. We'll see if he does. Is he catching? He's not really, is he? Yeah, maybe the tires are already starting to go. That is not a good sign. We would have to do 2 medium runs. Have they even got 2 mediums to use? Milix is still going quickly, but he needs to be passing Blunt. Maybe it's saving ERS as well. That could be a factor, but here we go. DRS time. Milix is a bit wide. Going to help his run, I don't think. He's not even on to overtake mode. He's not really interested in going for the move. Because who would really around this track? Even though you've got such a long straight, it appears no one likes actually overtaking here. If he didn't make that mistake though on the exit, maybe he would have been closer, maybe he would have had a chance of going for it, but yeah, not there. Surface though. Surface fancied the move. He was already ahead on the penalty against Dario, but he's got by on the track now as well. Calker's new fastest up in the race and he keeps it as well. But look at this run for Dario. He should have a good chance out of the final corner on that slipstream on the back of Surface. He defends the inside line. Outside's where you want to be though if you're going to go for an overtake in turn 1 here. And Dario, we know he likes a good overtake. Maybe he'll go for a bit of a switchback, but he does actually stay behind. For now, anyway, there's a good chance into turn 6 as well if he can find his way through here. Let's see. Is it a good exit? Is he going to have a chance? I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, it'd be a bit of a long shot if he did. Even for his standards. Or at least his last season standards. And I think we've got 2 different specs of Dario. This season and last season should be 2 totally different specs. What an ugly helmet, though. I think a tennis ball, though. I must say, tennis ball works well. I like tennis ball. Anyway, here comes Milix again. Is he going to get washed out wide again? Or is this maybe his line? Maybe that's just his line. I don't know, but here he goes. He's got a much better opportunity now. Here he comes on the back of Blunt for P2 in this race. Is he going to be the quicker driver maybe to chase after Calkers? Will Blunt just follow him now? As Milix moves back up into P2. Can he get it slowed down? No, he can't. Here comes Blunt back up the inside again. And on the exit then, Milix actually should get a nice run. Wider entry, but quicker exit. But a big slide on the finale. That makes no sense there, but big exit on the big slide on the exit of the final corner. That's what I was trying to say. But Milix does stay ahead. Important that he did that because he just hit the fastest lap and it was a pretty good attempt as well, considering he was sliding all over the show. Is he the better driver in these conditions? Does he have a better setup for these conditions? Because of course Calkers and Blunt could have been more oriented towards the wet. Maybe a bit of a long shot at that, but you never know. But we'll see what pace he's got anyway and see if he can catch up to the race leader. Yeah, that guy is flying down now, isn't it? He has to be ahead. I think he has to be ahead before he makes his next pit stop, because he has to make one, I think. Surely to God he's going to make a pit stop. As will Blunt, of course. Milix, well, ideally, I guess, for him, be under 2 seconds at the end of this lap, but not the best run through there. The long, winding right-hander, which will then lead to the very long straight, which he does now start to lose a little bit of time on, but then getting it back. He's sort of going to be keeping Blunt along for the ride as well, of course. He can sit back with his DRS now. So that's good news for him, really. As Milix, another fastest lap gap. Nearly under 2 seconds, and yeah, Blunt's staying with him. So, yeah. If I'm Blunt here, I'm not going for any moves or anything stupid. I'm just going to sit back and let Milix do all the work for me. Because clearly they've both got the pace at the moment. Just waiting for that gap to go under 2 seconds now. Come on, get on with it. I imagine it's this section here where Milix really started to catch up last time. ERS as well, Calker's not looking too good, and you can see how conservative he's being through here actually. shockingly conservative. And he's lost 2/10 there as a result of it. This gap should be now under 2 seconds, but no. Just not able to get under. As it stands, you're blue balling me here. Come on, let's see it get under 2 seconds. You know, the more I look at that, actually, the more I can see the pink trim in that helmet, because it was nice and dull earlier, but actually, you know what, I'm starting to like Millix's helmet design a bit more now, as he loses a lot of time through the long, winding right-hander. Is Blunt going to fancy a look? He's closing, but not really enough, I don't think, to go for a move, unless he's absolutely mentally insane. He's absolutely mentally insane. I was worried there for a second, he didn't actually go for it, thank goodness. Let's go look at these two, shall we? Side by side, down to the hairpin. Skin up behind his sister car. Can we call a Toro Rosso a sister car, actually? That's a good question. Oh my goodness me, they both lost it in very different ways there. Skin up lost considerably more time. Well, that could have been two in the wall there, but luckily they kept it moving. And Dario, by the way, still on the back of Surface, but not really looking to make it work. It's all about these pit stops, isn't it? As it stands, we'll just have to wait and see what they do, because now the pace is sort of equalised. Issues are only on lap 15 at the minute, so it's going to be a while before we sort of see exactly how this is all going to play out. So I guess we're just going to have to sit and wait, I guess. Because Blunt isn't close enough to go for the move. I don't think anyone's really interested in that at the moment. So we're starting on lap 16, and yeah, I just wonder actually. A Surface access to fast lap, okay, that's interesting. I'm just wondering what lap they'll pit on. I don't know how long the sauce actually genuinely go. Like, will they go lap 23 or 4 before they pit, or will they go lap 20? Or have they got their, I mean, they've got, are they going to go into more mediums maybe? That'd be interesting to figure out. I don't know. What do you think in the comments if you're there? Whether they'll pit sooner or later, or whether they'll just try and get to the end. I sort of feel it's going to be a pit stop somewhere, because they'll put them on the sauce. As Baby Shark retires, well, we get a safety car that would answer the question pretty well. They'd all pit, wouldn't they? But we'll see. That's where Baby Shark is. A bit of an odd place to go, if I'm honest with you, but he's gone. No safety car as of yet, so we'll have to wait and see on this. Don't think we're going to get one. I see somebody in the chat. Hello. And yeah, well, that's Keaton saying that mediums won't last, and well, there we go. It is the sooner option. But that tells me they're going to do more mediums then, so they're not really comfortable on doing the soft. Or maybe they will do soft. Maybe say someone like Connor would do soft, but let's see. What colour are they? They are certainly yellow. They are mediums again. Millix, yellow. Yellow. Okay, so more mediums then. Huh. What's Connor going to do then? He's got his pit light on, of course, as well. Blunt and Millix, they'll come out ahead of Ben Gallagher, won't they? Yeah, they will. Connor probably wouldn't actually come out ahead of Ben Gallagher, but then again, he's going to have to pit again anyway, the Irishman. So it doesn't really matter. Pirate. I thought he was going to go for that for a minute there on Skinner, but didn't. Luckily for his own health, and for everyone else's health. I can see more people are joining the stream now. You may notice that I had a drop out earlier, by the way, but yeah, it was just internet, you know, just internet not working, you know, the normal things. But yeah, hopefully internet's working okay now. So let me know if it is. And Leffy, Monia, we know. Don't even know what that means, but if that means hello, hello. I don't know what that means. Hello. Is anyone called Monia here? I don't know. But yeah. Well, what's Blunt's going to do? Because he seems to, well, they both have stayed at ERS. Is he going to stay in the DRS? First of all, he must do his corner pits. But will he actually go for the overtake? Because we sort of got to now. He's done this whole sit back and wait for something to happen act. But he's now actually... Ben Gallagher taps the back of Cluro, as I can see. Sorry if you can hear a helicopter outside. Don't ask why there's a helicopter outside, by the way, but there's a helicopter outside. So sorry about that. It's a very loud helicopter. Is it a helicopter? It sounds like a helicopter. Anyway, sorry. Ben Gallagher's in the pits. And let's skin up and pirate. I'm going to go with it again. Outside line. And yeah, it means morning in German. So morning at 6:10 in the PM or 7:10 in the PM, right? In Germany, isn't it? 7:10 in the PM? Anyway. Sorry, I'm rambling. Can you tell nothing's happening at the minute? We're just waiting to see how strategy pans out, because we're going to have to wait for ages. We're going to have to wait for ages to figure this all out. What's going to work and what's not going to work, because Millis has got to gain 8 seconds on Doan to even get by him. Dario's got a 5-second penalty. That might really hinder him a lot. But yeah. Bruh. Don't know what to do. I don't think they know what to do. Does anyone know what to do on the strategy? Because it would have been more simple if it was just a dry race, but it started off wet for like 6 or 7 laps, so it just sort of gave them the option of a 1-stop or 2-stop, and some are taking a 2-stop, some are taking a 1-stop, and if I looked at it, the 2-stop isn't working. They won't make up enough time before the tyres die. They just won't. Not really the binding that Australia was, unfortunately, but at least they're back to Calcus and Surface 1-2 again, the title contenders, as usual, showing us how good they are. More pitters. That'll be Skinnup and Clervo. Possibly out of the points of that, actually. They should be out of the points of that now. So, yeah, that's a bit annoying for him. Does actually look, though, like Millix is catching. He will possibly catch Doan, and if they can get by Doan, they'll also end up ahead of Dario. Just on the penalty. But, yellows. Who was he yellow for? Not the leader, is it? No. We're all alive and well, it's fine. Is Blunt going to fancy a move? He's got more ERS2s now than Millix. And a good run as well through the right-hander. I think he will actually go for here. Okay, here comes Blunt. He wants to be the guy that leads this charge on the alternate strategy, and he's going to be that guy. Up into 5th position. And do you know what? It's clever they didn't fight that and they could take the corners normally, because it means, well, they've both gained time, haven't they? Because Blunt had massive overspeed and didn't get compromised or anything. That's good driving there from these guys. Not to fight it, no real point, just catch up first. And swapping is encouraged, actually, because it means that you can be quicker on the straights. So good driving there. Intelligent driving there. Dario is still on the back of Surface. He must be... He could probably build the back of a Renault now, based on just how long he's been stuck behind it. He can draw a detailed diagram of the rear suspension, the rear wing, the gearbox. You can probably see that from here. That red blinking light's probably going to be his nightmares. The name tag would be in his nightmares, unless he's got it turned off, and well, maybe if he didn't before, he'll have it turned off now. Blunt is under 4 seconds behind Doan, so he will catch, I think. The tyres should be alright to get him there. So maybe they can both get by and then get him in 5 seconds dire, because it looks to me like actually the hards could be declining a little bit more than I thought they would. So they might actually be alright, these guys. Not entirely convinced they'll get back up to 2nd place, but I am convinced they'll get by Doan in the not too distant future. We've got to get there. I mean, it has to be doable, right? Let me just check the rest of the penalties, just in case I missed anything. Calcos, nah. Surface, probably one more than away from a penalty. Dario, 5-second penalty. Doan, no penalty. Blunt, probably a warning away. Millix, probably a warning away. Connor, same, probably a warning away. You're not going to get many penalties today. Simple as that. You're just not going to get many penalties today. We're all clean, boys. Yay! Woo! Because China has crap track limits, but don't tell them that. Let them think they're brilliant. I felt brilliant when I didn't get a penalty yesterday, because it sort of gave me the podium. Oh, I said I wouldn't. Who cares? The guy who finished the race, I think 2nd, actually had 26 seconds of penalties, and I had 0. So even though I went off in that corner on the final lap, trying to defend what at the time was third on the road to Jack, please shut up. Remember him? Yeah, we were fighting it down there, and I couldn't slow down. It probably looked like a dive on the stream, but the tires are at 90%. The thing wouldn't slow down. But yeah, so I thought I'd lost the podium, but then it came back. I'm like, sick. So it was fine. That corner had a lot of damage. I crashed into a teammate in that corner as well. I was making the corner, but I just broke a bit later than him, and then I sort of ran into him. Small tap, but in those conditions, a small tap, when you're on the water like that, you will spin. So he had a bit of a half slide. A Ferrari bumped into me, broke his front wing. I let him go through. It was kind of awkward. Rest of my race, though, was utter crap. It was boredom on top of boredom on top of boredom, but I got there. The most, I still prefer it being wet, though, for that type of race, because it's more fun to learn how to drive it in the wet again. It was the first league race I had in 3 months, so it was more eventful than you would expect for a wet race, just for that reason alone. Issue is, though, the reason I can't race every week is because I'm in this other league, and I signed up to them before, and I thought A1 was on Sundays still, but no, it's T2 now on Sundays. And so I've signed up to 2 leagues that are on the same time. And so when DRL finishes, I'll be on this full time. But listen, I start off my campaign with a podium. I can just get podiums every race. I could still have a chance in the title fight. Long shot, but you know what? It's just nice to be back racing again. And it's nice to see that we're at DRS time nearly for these guys, as Blunt gets in the DRS zone, but won't actually get it until the start of the next lap because he wasn't quite there as he hits the detection point. He's obviously under a second now. Dario as well, a bit closer to surface. Is he gonna go for a move? It is definitely closer, isn't it? I'm not making this up. He's on it. Absolutely on it. 6 to go. So, I don't know if Blunt will catch. I don't know if Blunt will actually catch these guys, but if they start fighting, they will. But Blunt, he's got to get by at turn 6, I think. Get this over with as quickly as humanly possible. There they are. On board with Blunt. Not close enough into turn 6, I don't think. Gonna have to sit behind. Bit of a slide on the exit. Millix, of course, will be hoping these guys have a bit of a difficult time when it comes to fighting, like, as in, maybe Blunt's being held up through here, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's being held up too badly. And even if you are struggling through there, you can't get overtaken in this section. Trust me, it happened to me once. It was quite embarrassing, but it did happen. I was that slow. Still got a podium now, so who cares? But here's Blunt now. He will get by. Will Millix get by, though? That's an interesting one to think about. Doan, yeah, he can try and defend, but I don't think he will. The double toe though that Milks will be getting here will be quite lethal. Look at this. Blunt up into P4. Will Milks be able to slow down? Oh, he does tap, but is there any damage? Oh no! Don't. Back out of it, man. Back out of it. Connor gets by. He's not even right on the back of Milks. Don't should have just let them go. Maybe it was more Milks' stuff for going deep. I don't know. Maybe it was a bad angle to look at. Oh, Milks now in big trouble. Here comes Connor. On the outside, better line into here, a bit wide. He'll get that cut back if he can get onto the inside line. He will try it, but he's not going to quite get through. Down straight into the pits afterwards for some softs. He'll go with the fastest lap, but oh, that's going to annoy Milks Jr. to no end. And like I say, he has still got Connor all over him. Not going to get by though, but DRS certainly could get involved here. ERS is exactly the same, pretty much. Will Blunt be able to catch up to Dario and get on that podium? Will he be able to catch up to Surface and get onto that second place? Maybe a bit far to get second. I'm not sure, but then again, he did catch up to Doan extraordinarily quickly, didn't he? Thinking about it, I mean, they did really catch very quickly. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, Dario, though, looking pretty close to Surface. This would help the cause, but he's just not close enough. I could have, couldn't he? He could have went for that. I'm sure he'll turn around and say, too risky, but I think, oh, risk worth taking when you're that close, when you're a tenth and a half behind into the braking zone. Just stick your nose and have a go. Maybe that's more last lap desperation type thing, but oh, Connor penalty, that will hold him back in his fight against Milks. So look, he can brake late, can Dario. He can brake very late. Blunt is not catching enough to get even within the 5 seconds he needs to beat Dario at the minute. But Dario's not quite catching Surface enough to go for him as well. We're back in a bit of a stalemate. The thing what we do know though, however, is that Calkers is going to win this thing as it stands. He's not going to worry about the penalties. In Australia, of course, last race I covered here was he had 12 seconds of penalties. Really ruined his day. Dario's going to have a penalty. It's going to sort of stop him from getting a podium by the looks of it as well. So penalties for him, still a recurring problem. But Calkers, no such issues today. Although I say it'll stop him getting the podium, maybe it won't. Maybe this DRS that he's getting is going to just help him in that final sector to build that gap back up against Blunt and not lose out. Because there's only 3 laps. And the 2 or 3 potential gain on that straight with the DRS on the back of Surface could really help Dario, actually. See him on this main straight, he'll get that DRS. That'll help him quite a lot, I would have thought. 3 to go. All to play for. Connor's going for this on Milks, but he's not going to make it work. Bit of a tap is damage there. No, he's sweet. He's sweet. He's going for that. He's going for that on the inside. There goes Connor. Oh. Exit there from Milks isn't going to be good enough, but that was a very good move and good coming. I was convinced they were going to come together. I never even tapped, and if there was, it was a little teeny whiny little touch. Good driving. Connor does have the penalty, of course. I hope Milks asks Jeffrey about that, and Jeffrey will tell him, don't worry, he's got a penalty, you're fine, you're sweet. Just sit back, chillax, enjoy the DRS. Oh my goodness, he's so close on the braking. He feels like he could go for that, doesn't he? Dario starts to close again. Just about at the moment, keeping that Red Bull in the podium positions. But he's got still 2 laps to hold on. Doesn't look great, actually, as I'm being honest. But here comes Milks back on Connor. Oh, late one. He's not going to get that slowed down, is he? I will. But Connor will get him on the exit. Oh, he's put him on the grass. Maybe Mullock should have seen that coming. I can see that coming from a mile away. Luckily, they didn't, you know, lock onto each other and spin. Dario's right on surface now. Little bit of a tap through turn 1 and 2. And turn 3, nothing really happening there. Clerval, Millix and Connor, that's all going on there. Oh, that's going to be a spin. Oh, it's a bit tight there. You could argue there wasn't enough space left there for Connor. But they're side by side. Millix is still behind. Connor is expecting a dive bomb. He's not going to get that dive bomb. Millix instead gives him another love tap. These guys are starting to get a bit touchy-feely. And it could end in an accident. But luckily at the minute they're keeping it nice and clean. Back up with these two, the troublemakers. It's only 1/10 of a second, keeping the Red Bull of Dario on the podium. He'll see that. He will see that. Let me just quickly confirm the penalties just to make sure Blunt doesn't actually have one. He's walking the tightrope to stop himself getting one. And Surface doesn't have one out, and of course Dario does have one. Is Dario going to have to go for the move now? He's got to. He's too fast on the straight. He's got to go for the move. On Surface. Will he just fall back into line? He will. Has he made the time he needed, or was that a little hold up on the exit just going to hold him back? Because he's going to have to rely on the DRS, but he's having a huge slide. He's lost the time. Millix and Connor side by side. Millix off the track. He is as tight as it can possibly be for this side of the podium. In reality, Surface, he should just back off. Let Dario go. Give him every chance he can get to be on that podium. This hold up is exactly what he doesn't need. Millix is on the outside now. He's going to try and get by on Connor, and he's going to make it work. I think he's got this run on towards turn 3. Oh, that's about as much speed as you can expect to be left, I guess, by Connor, who's still tight on the exit. 4.6 seconds the gap between Dario and Blunt. And look at that, that's super close. Millix and Connor into the hairpin, and there's a lot of contact. That's a front weight broken for Connor. They've got their elbows out, and finally Connor loses the position. He's not going to be able to hold that through here, surely. He won't stay close enough. He's got that front wing damage. Hopefully he doesn't go and dive bomb later on. Dario, it's 4.4, man. You're gonna need some miracles to be done here. He's gonna need Blunt's tires to fall off. Connor is in Narnia. He's not gonna be able to close up, is he? Unless he gets a bit pissy and hits into his rival. But look at this, Dario. Can he possibly make half a second on this back straight? Surface. Surely he knows about the penalty. Just don't. No, don't. Oh, that's gonna really annoy him. It's gonna really annoy him. Calkers has just crossed the line to win the race. These two are still side by side, and Dario's going to get second on the road, but surely to God he's lost too much time, and he gets to the line. Let's see. Surface second, and Blunt third by half a second in the end. Millix will come around the final corner. Look how far! He's got a penalty! He got a penalty! But, well, luckily, Connor had the other penalty, of course, as well, but he was in Narnia as well in the final corner. I couldn't recall if Millix had one or two, but yeah, Millix, that was his first penalty today. And so he keeps that 5th place. Connor 6th. Doan will be 7th, probably a fastest lap in there as well, right? Yeah, fastest lap too. Pirate will come home P8. Cloro P9, CIP P10, and then Gallagher, the Irishman, gonna come home and be P11. What we've learned from today is the Irish / Northern Irish drivers watch A1 for us. We're good there, honest. As Ben has a horrendously awful accident in the wall there, and Skin up there finishes last. Race over. Good one there. Bit of a slow burner, but it was worth it for the end of the race, wasn't it? A good finish. I enjoyed that. And you better have enjoyed it too, or else I'll kill you. But there is Calkers then. I'll give me 1 point clear on the top of the standings now. So good to see that being nice and close. The Finn ahead of the Greek driver. And Blunt, I think, is third in the championship and third in the race as well. So top 3 in the championship, finishing top 3 in order. Good stuff there. And let's just confirm the order. Calcozen from Surface, Plumps, Dario, Melix, Connor, Doan, Pirate, Clover, CIP, Ben Gallagher, Skin Up, Baby Shark, and Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy and Baby Shark are 2 retirements, and Ben's Skin Up, the only guys not get any points. McMahon award goes to Dario because he's the only one that's got more than 3 seconds. He's got 5. And that is it then. That is the end of the A1. A1? I'm getting obsessed with A1 now as I'm driving it. But it's the end of the T1 race. Sorry that you missed the entire wet to dry phase. My internet, you can't really control what it does, I guess. But yeah, good old race. I enjoyed that one. From what I could see of it anyway. Hope you all enjoyed it too. Good racing out there. And I will be back next week, hopefully for T1. Don't know about A1, but if I am there, do look out for me. Hopefully I can do well. It's Baku. So I really hope I can be there because I love Baku. Baku is so much fun. Do you know how much I love Baku? Well, if you don't, hopefully you'll see how much I love it next week. But anyway, enough rambling. Cheers for watching. Safe travels, everyone.